Guys, this is like editing this right now. I also forgot to say this fight I got in with one of my coworkers. As I explained in the video, I had that problem with my foot, so I'd wear my closed-toed Uggs, and it'd be my Uggs where like the back of my foot, the back of my heel was hanging out, but I'm obviously wearing socks. One of my coworkers had the utmost problem with it. Everybody else did not care about it. I wanted to add this in now because she quit, and I really don't care what she thinks. And I will say this now. Hi, um, uh, I'll yap to you guys about this. One day I walk in and I tell like I'm getting new shoes and stuff, so I don't have to keep wearing these. And she's like, "You need to not be wearing them because if you get hurt, it's on us." And I'm like, "I don't care what you think." Obviously, didn't say that because I don't know how to. Yeah. Um, and then throughout the like next week, she had texted me Tuesday, "You need to be wearing the appropriate shoes because I'm managing, and if you get hurt, it's on me." So I just called in that night because I'm not dealing with her. Then Thursday, I walk in. I have my little red bag I take for gym to have like separate shoes. Walk in, don't even get to clock in. I'm literally at the computer to clock in, and she's like, "Michael, do you have any other shoes? I need you to switch in them." I'm like, "They're not non-slip, so GFYS." And she's like, "Well, you need to switch in them." And I find it disrespectful. I've told you multiple times not to wear them, and I will be texting our boss about it. And I'm like, whatever. And then I realized later that if she genuinely cared, she would have told my boss at the beginning of it, because nobody else cared. And another coworker told her that she's just a dumbass about it. Because they said that if they're closed-toed, it's okay to wear. If they're not like Crocs. And she was complaining how I don't want to see his fucking feet. It's disgusting. I'm like, you massage people's faces for your life. Like, you can't be talking. You're an esthetician. And you're like, oh, you literally massage people's faces for a day. I've seen your Facebook, honey. You're not making anything. And then they soft fired her because they're like gonna call her in whenever if they wanted her to, like, if they'd be the first person, she'd be the first person they'd call if someone called in, and she quit because of it. And I'm like, thank God. And same night, I was in the back changing my shoes, and I hear my coworkers going out, like her and another coworker, and she also has a tendency to leave early. So like, she and another coworker were planning on switching shifts. So she stayed till 9, he'd stay till 7. She was saying she was gonna try leaving early, and then they were like, "No, that's not happening. You either leave now or you don't, or you stay the whole time." And that was my last shift before I went to Texas. But I had to add that in just because it just genuinely ticked me off. Like, if you actually genuinely cared, you would have told our boss about it at the very beginning. And I'm glad you got fired and you quit. So have fun massaging people's faces for your life. A little ranting session for you guys. I don't know why I didn't add that in. If I get in trouble for it, I don't care. I'm hoping to leave Subway just because you guys, I work so many long hours. I don't get paid a lot, and like the past three, not today, but the other three shifts, Thursday or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, I had someone call in, screwed us over. Me and my coworker didn't leave till 11:30. Saturday, had two people call in right before the Indy 500 the day before because it's always packed. So they scheduled 4 people to close, two of which called out. One was a no-call, no-show, and I was the only one. Mind you, I'm walking around in my boot, and I'm like, I should be getting paid more than what I do because I have to, like, this is affecting my night too. Now, I may call in, but I don't call in weekly like these people do. It'll be rare for me to call in, and it'll be more frequent for me to cover for somebody, and don't know why anybody will realize that, but if I get fired, I get fired, and I'll go find a new job because, like, it's been a long time coming. My year is this Saturday, so probably wait till my year, and then I've applied to 2 new places. So anyway, enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back. It has been some time. It is now, I don't have Siri. Where are you, Siri? I haven't seen you guys since December. It is now almost June. Yeah. So you see, I kind of like stopped Vlogmas halfway through, because I just didn't film. Yeah. So I'll give you guys like a little rundown of like how my months have been. If you can tell, I just got off work. That was a lie. I got off work at 4 p.m. yesterday. I've just been way too lazy to switch out of my Subway shirt. So yeah, and I am still working at Subway. So we're gonna go through my months down leading up to now. Okay, we're gonna start with January. Um, it kind of was fun. I mean, I just had to like get back into the ropes of going back to school because it was winter break. And we are now on summer break. School got out last week. I filmed the whole week of finals week, but now I'm just too lazy to edit it, so I deleted all the footage, and now here I am editing or filming this of like where have I been. This summer is gonna go crazy though. I may have posted 4 videos for sophomore year, but okay, bear with me. Sophomore year was a pain in my... Now, there are some videos that I do need to have posted. Like example, my Florida. I have 3 videos. I should have 4. I have 4 of the Florida vacation videos. I just need to post it. But you see, I literally have it, like, on my phone. I have it. I can upload it. I just, like, don't have, like, look. Florida Part 3. I'm just really lazy. And, y'all, my sophomore year has been a pain, like you guys don't understand. Sophomore slump is, in fact, real. I had my freshman year, I had a 3.3 GPA. I'm now sitting at a 2.4. Yeah. I was cooking last year. This year did not, in fact, however, cook. Now, my finals, I did do pretty good on most of my finals. Biomed, okay, we'll get to finals at the end of the video, because it'll be May. Anyway, back to January. It kind of just went by, and yeah. Throughout January, though, the ending of January, I remember I worked 6 days in a row at Subway. Still haven't gotten talked to about that. Thank you, boss. I worked at your store 6 days in a row, excruciating hours. I got paid $600 though. But yeah, February. That month kind of came and went. We're now on to March. March was kind of a good month. Like, it was last 2 weeks of school before spring break, and it kind of went by. It wasn't, like, desperately hard. I had fun. But I went to Texas for a vacation. We went to Texas for a little over a week. And mind you, that whole trip I was sick. Well, yeah, Friday, day we got out for spring break, I woke up, I kind of had a sore throat, and, like, it was bothering me, it was there, and, like, I didn't feel good, but, like, I could just tell, I mean, it wasn't, like, deathly ill, until Saturday, the day we were actually supposed to be leaving. I had to pack all the Friday, that was a whole thing, and then Saturday, we left at 2 p.m., and it was like a 16, 17 hour drive. We got there at 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. Okay, so more on to that. I forgot what I was yapping about. Oh, yeah. So Saturday, I had my medicine. I was positive. It most likely was just really, really bad case of allergies. My dad's girlfriend bought me medicine because they're like, you need anything? I'm like, medicine, please. And then, Saturday, the day of, I'm like, please tell me you guys packed. We were driving already. I'm like, please tell me you guys packed Kleenexes. And they did. They had a little box. By the time we got to Texas, that whole box was gone. And I had this little snot, like this plastic bag just filled to the brim with Kleenexes. Because my dad and, they just got a new car for the whole trip. It's a Traverse, Nissan Traverse? Something Traverse? I think it's Nissan or Chevy. Yeah. Both sides of my family ended up getting new cars, and I'm next too. But yeah, we'll continue yapping. And, also that last week, that Wednesday, I took my driving test with my driving school. I passed, and I have my license now, but I didn't go and get my actual license until, April when we got back. We left March 22nd or 1st or 20th. I think it might have been 23rd or 22nd or 21st. One of the 3, because dad's birthday was that we got there on a Sunday. We left the 22nd, got there on the 23rd, and then we had my dad's birthday there. Okay. Yeah, and then it was fun. We did a lot of hiking. Like, we literally, let me see if I can find one of the photos that I took from one of the mountains that we ended up climbing. Yes, we did. We also got to try a bunch of new places. We got to try Schlotzsky's, which is pretty much like Subway, a very, very expensive Subway. And then we got to try Whataburger. We didn't get to try In-N-Out. We really wanted to try In-N-Out, but we didn't. We went to Whataburger. One night, it was our Friday night, our last day, we went to Corpus Christi, because we were kind of like middle, kind of like right under Austin of Texas. We stayed there, and we drove down to Corpus Christi, like Padre Island, and we stayed on Mustang Island. We like camped out and slept. Big regret for that. Yeah, that was a very bad mistake because it was the end of the month. We had camped, and we like had our 2 tents. We had a little tent for my dad and his girlfriend. Then we had a big tent for all the kids, because the people we were staying with, they were like our close like family friends that we know, and we went down with them and like stayed at their house and stuff. And they were supposed to meet us the next morning. They didn't get there till the night we were leaving. So yeah, and that whole week they were all still going to school, because I've known the my one friend Haley, which you guys honestly might see in a next video, because after this video I'm going to start like a summer diaries kind of thing, just because I can and because I need to post more. But that's beside the point. So we fell asleep in the tent, and I fell asleep around, let's give or take midnight, and then I woke up at 2 because it was really windy, and I was laying in like the corner of the tent. So like we got big tent, I was laying in the corner in a sleeping bag, and then the wind was so strong it was like pushing the tent out, and I'm just sitting there like, go down, and then like I try to fall back asleep, and then next thing you know, my dad and his girl would be like, y'all get out, it's flooding. And yeah, it was bad that night, you guys. Like, it flooded everything. Like, our big tent got destroyed. The little tent stayed fine. It's really dirty. Big tent got, like, one of the metal rods ripped. We thought we lost all of our shoes. We found them early in the morning, by the way, after. But, like, we moved to a little table that we had. Let me see if I can try to show you guys what it looked like. I'll try to, like, find like one of the videos. I don't know. I'm kind of like struggling to find it. I don't know why I can't find anything. This is kind of what it looked like. This was like kind of like a give or take kind of thing. We literally could see an oil rig. That next day we didn't see it at all. That was our first day, and then that was, oh y'all, I got really, really sunburnt. Like, this was the next day after we got flooded. We had stayed on the beach and we went swimming in the waves. Gulf of America we swimmed in. I don't know why I can't find any videos. I swear I took videos. This was kind of something I climbed with all of us. My friends, like our family friends, they had a go-kart, so like we got to go go-karting, and I got to drive. It was a whole thing. Like, that was honestly such a good vacation. I would go again. It was such a good vacation, you guys. You don't understand how good it was. We moved to a little like hut table, and we had all of our stuff that we didn't lose. And, like, my phone, my glasses, my AirPods and stuff, I had them, like, in a little sack. Thank God I grabbed those, or else I would have probably lost those. And I had my Uggs, but I had switched to a small, like, pair of slides. And if I would have kept my Uggs, they would have gotten ruined from the water. But we were sitting at the table, we had our lights on and everything, and the waves literally went through all the tents, and literally it went past us, like under us, like when we'd be like having our feet down off the thing, our feet would be like, it'd be flooded. So we didn't get that warning, and that was a fun wake up call. And we slept in the car that night. We slept in the car early Saturday morning, all Saturday, all of Sunday, and I think we got back on all of Monday, and I think we got back Monday. Tuesday we went back to Mom's. Wednesday I went to get yeah. That sounds about right. But yeah, we slept in the car for a lot, and I got booted to the back. So like if you know how to traverse, like the driver, passenger, second row. Person, second row. Back row, 3 seats. I was sitting in like the Driver's side, blah blah blah. Middle row. I was sitting in the middle row by myself and minding my own business, watching YouTube and TikTok. But yeah, and then yeah, that's all of March that I can recall. And then we go on to April. It was April 2nd. I got my license. I don't know. My wallet's all the way over there, and I'm way too lazy to get and show you guys. But me, Jasmine, and my mom, we went to the BMV. I got my license. And then all I had to do was, if you had to fill out paperwork, call it a day. And then a week later, I got my actual card. So that was really exciting. And then, yes. And then that whole month of April was just a blur. Everybody was done. Like, all of second semester, I was just so done with everything. But the only thing is, my English grade. I salvaged my English grade, and I got that up from an F to a C+, because she finally put in everything. But yeah, and then, nothing really happened April that I can legally share, because I did get, some of my friends, got into legal trouble because of dumb decisions that they did. Like, deciding to leak my address on the school story, and showing up to my work trying to fight me. That tried to happen, and reported that to the school. They told us to go to the police, so we did that. I had truancy class, because I surpassed 15 unexcused absences. Next year, y'all, I'm hoping it will be way, way, way better. Because one, new news also, April 18th, Good Friday, I wanted to talk to my counselor about my schedule next year. Because if you guys don't know from older videos, probably beginning of this, the prepping for sophomore year, top right, I think, I had talked about this school called C9, Central 9, and they offer a bunch of fun programs. Let me see if I can pop some of them up. And, oh my god, come on. Why won't you work? Anyway, let me see if it'll work on my actual computer, not my stupid laptop. Whenever I'm at my dad's, I can never search the school website up. It just doesn't want to work, and I don't know why. But yeah, they offer things, in a whole bunch of different, categories, health sciences. They offer biomed, vet science, dental career, medical assisting, pre-nursing. Then they have human services, cosmetology, early childhood education, and culinary. Those are the only three. Then they have stuff like HVAC, and then they also have aviation. It's just a whole bunch of things. And back in November of last year, I went and toured that place, because if you don't know, it's my dream to go there. And yeah, I had applied for medical assisting because, one, I can do that and it's only for juniors and seniors that can do it. And y'all, I'm hoping. Here, I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. April 18th, I went to my counselor, and I was like, so, I had my basic classes, English, U.S. history, geometry, chemistry, and then I think I had 2 semesters of an art, and I think I needed a year class or 2 more semester classes. So, I did, Pubs, which is a school YouTube channel. Yeah. So I had to fill out the application that they make you fill out for that. So I filled it out, and after 10 minutes of trying to figure it out and fill it out, I tell him as I'm leaving, I'm like, what if I get into C9? And he's like, you applied to C9? I'm like, yeah. I applied for biomed sciences and biomed sciences and medical assisting. Medical assisting was my first choice. And also, I applied on the day that the applications came out. So I was one of the first people that applied. He called some lady, hung up the phone. He was like, okay, you got in for medical assisting. And in that point, I was just so happy, because you guys don't know. My mom, before she had me, a year before she had me, when she was in high school, as a senior, she didn't have me in high school, she went to C9. She went to my high school I go to now, and she went to C9 for pre-nursing. And I ruined her dreams of becoming a surgical tech, but that's beside the point. Because I came here, but I think her actual dream was going into hair and cosmetology, and that's what she does now. But yeah, so I got in for medical assisting, and then literally that same day, in 5th period, a girl came in. She had 4 or 5 letters. And I got one of the letters, and it said, congratulations, C9 and my school think that I would succeed in medical assisting for next year. So awesome, you guys! You guys do not know how excited I am for that. So yeah, I go at the end of July, so got one more month, and I will be so happy. I can't wait for the orientation. But yeah, and then April ended, and then yeah. And then May, that's the end of everything. Always the last fun month of school. Finals was coming. We only had 2 weeks, and then we had finals week. We got out May 23rd. I filmed all the finals week. I just did not want to edit it because I had so much footage, you guys. Like, it was a scary amount of footage I had. But yeah. So, May came and went. Finals week, I'll go through my, what I got. Now, biomed. I have been failing that class, and I always get it up at the end of the semester to a somewhat D, so I don't fail the class and lose the credit for it. And you guys, I got a B- on that final, and it wasn't paper like I could cheat on it. It was straight online. I got like a 330 on it, and I was like, I think I got a 330 out of like 4 or something like that. So like, if in biomed, it's Project Lead the Way. So if you guys have that at your schools, it's like it's a 4-year class: biomed sciences, HBS, medical interventions, and then medical innovations. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing 2nd year because I'm going to C9. And another thing, oh yeah, back to, sorry, I didn't finish that. Back to when I was talking to my counselor, he's like, so we have some decisions to make. I need one more science credit, which will be chemistry next year. And then he's like, okay. And at the time, I didn't get that credit last semester. I failed English last semester because you're in fucking grade. I had got, he was like, I'm going to put you in the credit recovery so you can get that credit. I was in credit recovery for like a month, and I got the credit. I got a C- for the final grade. And then here I got a C+. English is not my purview. But yeah, so next year, then he's like, do you want to take U.S. history now? Or, well, I have to have U.S. history, so I'm taking that next year. But I was trying to take it over the summer, so I locked in my last month so I can get my GPA, because you need a 2.75 to take like a global campus class over the summer, and I didn't get that. So I have to take it next year with no study hall. So I will only have English, geometry, U.S. history, and chemistry. No study hall at all. And then I'll go to C9 for the end of the day. May till now. I got a B- on my biomed final. I got an A on my culinary final. I got a C on my French final. My Earth and Space final ticked me off. I stayed up till 4 a.m. studying for that, and I failed. I got a 56. I was so close to a D-, and that would have been beautiful. I don't know what I got for my final on English. She still hasn't put it in. Like, I'm confused. I don't know if it's this, that. But yeah, and then my algebra final. Now, you guys also don't know this. I have to wear a boot because you guys don't know this because I haven't posted. But, I've been having this problem with my foot where every time I'd walk on it, just pain. Like, I'd have to limp around the house because I can't walk on that foot, because literally that week I worked 6 days in a row, messed it up even more. And when I first started closing, I remember that night, you can ask my coworkers, Jasmine, Gracie, you can ask them, that I was complaining that night, and they will say I was complaining, and that's when it started. In the past 6 months, I've been dealing with it, and just 2 weeks ago, we had went to the doctor before. I got prescribed ketorolac, it didn't help. And then we just went, he's like, since you've had it for 6 months, you need to go in the boot, and I'm going to prescribe you meloxicam. Also isn't helping. I have it right here, actually. I'm supposed to be taking it every day for 30 days. I think I've only taken it like 4, maybe 3, maybe even 2 times. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, and I'm back, I'm hoping to stay back for the time being. This summer, I'm hoping to stay back. But if you guys did enjoy and want to see my summer adventure as well as my possible medical future, because I have decided that I am going to go into the medical field after high school, because doing C9, you can get a certified, you can have a CCMA, which is a Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, so I can go and do stuff and get paid to do it with that certification. So I'm hopefully going to go into the medical field with all of that. But if you guys did enjoy today's YouTube video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.